interesting.
Well, while they're doing that, this would be a good time to give a little overview of this map. I'm presuming most of the 150 or so viewers are somewhat familiar with this game, but this is going to be Grendelkeep. This is going to be your most commonly played map because it's very, very well balanced. You have a pretty basic flag room here. The flag is relatively accessible. You can sneak in from high, low, mid, and get into it real quickly and get it moving. However, you're going to take damage on the way. So typically what you'll see is two defenders in the flag room over here, either split left side and right side, or sometimes one back on the flag and then one pushing up forward to help cover power-ups in mid. Main power-ups, you've got an amp right up here in base. Typically goes to the defense. Sometimes they'll give it up to offense. One really big strategy on this map is to try to steal the enemy's double damage amp right here, and then get the timing on it and then keep it away from their defense and use it against them. Other big power-up, you've got the 100 armor top mid right here. Obviously that's important. This is actually your fastest and most straightforward flag route, so a lot of times you'll see people try to time it in the middle of their run.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And it's game time. 2k4CTF, I'm Connex5 here with Neo, doing a little bit of an exhibition game before our MLUT draft. So this is going to be PUG 1, Map 1 we'll call it. We're going to be on Grendelkeep, and I'm going to go ahead and catch up with this blue flag. Looks like Corky's running some offense here. Goes down quickly. Fail Sauce, you're going to see him grabbing non-stop this game. And he already gets a grab and it already goes down. So you're going to have Marcos on offense. He's one of those players that can switch back and forth from offense to defense if need be. So we'll see how this map goes, if he decides to stay on offense or if he may need to switch that up. Cool Spot steals that 100. He's going to go in flag side here. However, he can count on the defensive amp looking in there.
I think you're going to see Cool Spot getting a lot of those 100s. He's definitely going to time as much as he can.
HV with that red amp. Cool Spot trying to translocate him, misses it, and takes 140 damage to the face for his trouble. And we see Marcos getting double teamed. He's going to go down. Kuzki running that flag, hoping for Failsauce to get a pickup. He does, but he's already getting cut off by Zax. So already these flags moving very quickly. Sometimes it's not uncommon for that to happen in the beginning of the map. You see all these power-ups coming up. However, sometimes the offense will get a little bit out of sync as the map goes on, and the defense will get a chance to settle in.
And now that 100 is going to be coming up pretty soon here.
Yeah, we've got Failsauce running up the stairs. Not going to try it. He's actually going to run away from the 100 armor, hoping to draw the enemy team away from it or catch them standing on it. Marcos, though, able to drop back and stop Kuzki on that.
Cool Spot did get that 100 as well here.
All right, I'll go ahead and...
Looks like he's going to be going in.
Yeah, it looks like he's delaying. He's probably going to wait for his teammates to sneak in and go ahead and run away, but Poison Bagels already gets a shot at him. He goes down quickly. Maybe should have delayed a few more seconds and allowed his cover time to set up. Meanwhile, Zach's going out flag. He's going to come into his own shock. Nobody on him at the moment. There's the blue cutoff right in front of him. You see Josh and Sta coming in. Sta able to get that quick little return here, and so Failsauce can't piston again. He's running back into his own base. Red should be able to get a grab here if they can break the seal. They both get killed though, so you see Josh with the amp able to secure that base and allow that cap to come in. Looks like he's still got that amp on him. Let's follow him for a second, see if he pushes up with it to help push another cap across. Well, he's content to just kill off some defenders by shooting him in the back, so Failsauce catches a combo to the back, and Kuzki's not going to get that pickup, though.
You got Marcos going high middle, coming into his front.
Yeah, with Corky and Zax playing offense for him, it looks like he's going to be he's playing offense mainly so they can be their flag runner, because he's going to be the most experienced pistoner and like a flag runner that they have on their team. So it makes sense that you would see him in that role. Flag goes down, but they're right on it, and this time Red does a good job by just sealing off their base once their flag carrier gets in there. Sometimes that can be tricky on a map like this where the flag is so out in the open like that, it's so exposed. Cool Spot here, waiting on the 100 armor. Looks like the entire red team's there. He's going to let it go to Failsauce. Both of them are actually very experienced flag runners here. Cool Spot's going to be a little bit better on the cover. Red amp comes up. Their defense isn't going to get it. I'm not sure if Blue was able to pick it up and use it on cover.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Meanwhile, Failsauce's going to get all the way back to his base. That 100 armor really keeping him alive. Yeah, it looks like a Cool Spot was able to pick up that amp and use it on cover there.
Yep, they have another amp. Yep, going in.
So Failsauce back in his base. Red's all over them, though. Looks like they have 3 on return. So that means their flag runner is going to be feeling kind of lonely right about now. However, Blue's all over their flag runner. Marcos goes down with Amp. So they're pretty much in a good position now. Blue is for a standoff. He's going to go down, but they're going to get that pickup. 2 on him. Both cover go down. They're going to need to catch up to him quickly, or he's going to go down on the stand. There he does. Here comes the return. And Corky's waiting on his stick for the instant cap. Looked like Blue there actually committed a little bit too much to covering their flag carrier and didn't send enough after the enemy flag carrier. And wasn't able to keep the base clear long enough to give their team time to catch up.
Corky's going to head out. Enemy shock.
100 armor was up, but I think it was already taken, so he's going to stay low. Not worry about trying to pick that up en route. Tries to double back, but nothing doing there. Gussie coming back through his own flag, but he's about to get cut off some more. He's going to tell his D to push up. They're going to do so. They're going to get that pickup. Failsauce can piss into his own stand if they get this return. However, once again, we see Blue trying to clear out their base. Their amp comes up. Let's see who catches it first. Nobody so far. There you go. You see Stahl.
They just got it. He's gonna take it on. He's gonna take it on return. Stahl with the amp.
Yeah, this could be key right here. They really need to get this return and tie this game up. See if he gets enough time to get in there with it this time. He does. A nice amp combo. Goes down to the enemy amp though.
To enemy amp. Yep.
Meanwhile, Failsauce is all by himself with HV in his face. Able to survive that though. Flag goes down and gets returned. Gets taken at the last second by Poison Bagels, who gets the return on the stick solo. Matter of inches there, but PB able to secure that lead right there with that solo return on the stick, getting denied.
Very, very clutch.
Didn't see who got that last 100 armor though. Marcos has 50 armor though, heading straight out enemy shock. He's already got Josh in his face. He's got Blue on both sides. He's going to go ahead and go high. That's a smart move. He knows he's got the Blue defense behind him now. It gives his cover time to set up and clear behind him, and they do just that. He's sealed all the way back to his base. All they need to do is get this return, and he should have a clear path to his own stand. Although I think Blue has dropped someone back in their base to try to get in front of him. There you go. See Josh already catching up to him, doing some damage. But if they get this return, it should be a cap. Never mind. Stahl gets him on the stick. However, Failsauce with a nice pickup. And so there you go. Tie game already. 2 caps for the team.
This really is just what you're going to see on this map a lot. It's so fast-paced.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, we're actually seeing red amp go up, and Blue defense should get a chance to take it. They didn't see it come up, though. So there you go. HV with it. I'm going to watch him. He's actually got 47 armor, although he's getting pegged from mid by Kuzki. There you go. Kuzki doing a good job taking out that amp and negating it. He was pushing up to help cover that 100 armor. However, everyone at 100 and nobody there to cover the flag carrier. Marco's playing a little hide-and-seek now. Not going to tell you where he's at, just in case anyone's listening, because I don't have this on a delay.
Sorry.
But
Yeah, my bad.
but he's back on his own lift, waiting for his cover to get set up for him now. Looks like no Blue are behind him. They're probably all in front of him in his own base, so he's taking his time. Smart move. He knows he's not going to have a clear path to his stand. And indeed, that flag gets taken off, but Red completely has the numbers here. Josh is going to go down. They have a couple people ready for the pickup, but they're going to get out-fragged here. They're just outnumbered, but Blue able to get a nice mega kill by Josh.
Very nice.
Ultra kill coming in. Able to get the clutch return there. Red had numbers all over the place, and Josh just erased them there. And Blue team doing a good job of keeping that red flag moving, and now they're all the way back in their base on the rebound cap.
Marcos is going to grab. I won't give it away, actually. Sorry about that earlier.
Don't think it's making a difference, but just in case. Looks like blue amp comes up. Let's see. Stahl's going to go ahead and grab it. He's going to go down, going for it. That flag gets returned. A risky move by Stahl. I don't blame him for going for it, but it put yourself in a really vulnerable position right on that amp, and Red was able to get that instant return there. Even though they had the numbers, when you jump in there in those close range, there's not much you can do as cover. Poison Bagels has amp on D. I'm going to go ahead and watch him for a second. He's got that amp lightning gun. He's going to be able to one-shot most people, playing a little insta-give here.
Full spot's going to be going in pretty stacked here now.
He's going to face amp PB. He already takes out his cover, misses the LG shot. He's going to go down to Kuzki's lightning. Kuzki's still doing a good job of negating enemy amps. Rocket's coming in by Cool Spot. He's going to get across to his own shock. He's going to expect a big cutoff, though, by Red. And his flag's going to be gone, so he's not going to piss, and he's going to save his health, sort of deliberately make his way back to base, wait for his cover to clear out everything in front of him. You don't want to dive back into the enemy team in there. So right now, they've effectively switched bases here. It's almost like the blue team is attacking their own base, and red team is defending it. But it looks like they've got it clear. Ooh, Poison Bagel sneaks right up on Cool Spot. You'll notice he actually slid down the side of that lift. There's a little gap. He just let himself fall down. He didn't panic. That's a good, one of those instinctual moves that we talk about where experienced flag runners will do without even thinking. Whereas an average player might sort of freak out and start double jumping all over the place and getting plastered. And now we're seeing a little bit of a risky move by Blue here. Kind of surprised, given that they're down by 1. You'd think they'd want to really secure this. However, they're trying to absolutely get their flag carriers stacked. I did hear amps taken, though.
I think this is a typical cool spot play right here, what we're seeing, so...
Well, he already knows Red's going to be in his base, and you know what? Red may have very well taken their amp, so they may be just backing off of it and just waiting for it to time out, basically. And that being the case, this actually wasn't a bad move, yeah. There you go, see, HV coming in, I think he had their amp there, yep, it's about to die. And so, amp completely negated by the blue team just staying away. So kind of a risky move that actually ended up looking good for them. They're going to fight their way back into base, so he's going to take some damage. He's got Link all over him, 19 health, he's going to go down, HV's going to get this return if they don't get on it. There it goes, and Zach's just in perfect position to get that timed return. So just the halfway point of this game, though, only down by 2. We'll go ahead and give you a look at the stats coming through here. Blue still has plenty of time to make a comeback on here, but obviously you'd rather be ahead than behind.
Looks like you might be seeing Blue getting out-fragged by a little bit here. Maybe part of the difference.
Well, I mean, we have seen... Well, didn't catch what happened there, actually. I was watching the other flag carrier, so Blue able to get a rebound cap of their own. So still only down by 1 with 9.5 minutes left. I know what we're seeing is Red Team has been grabbing a little bit of the Blue amps. I don't know how many they've grabbed, but you know, certainly that can come into play anytime you're giving up double damage for your defense and giving it to the enemy offense, or in the case of the last flag standoff, enemy defense. That can hurt you big time. Alright, looks like there's going to be a fight over this 100 armor coming up. Blue really wants to make a concerted effort to get a good, solid grab in here. They have been going in coordinated. They've been good at waiting on each other and waiting until everyone's set and getting armors and then going in together. However, in this case, Corky dropped back. He was able to get that cut off. I did hear an amp, but I'm not sure where it went.
Yeah,
so
both teams definitely have that 100 timing now.
yeah, you have some really experienced players in this game right now, so you're not gonna see people making rookie mistakes and losing track of amps and hundreds. So there's gonna be a lot of contested power-ups as we see the rest of this map play out. Cool spot there. That 100 armor really did him some good right there. Actually, I think he had the 50. But he's able to make it back to his own base after taking a ton of damage. Corky with a little emergency grab there as that return comes in. HV now pushing all the way back up to the front of his base. Rather than suiciding, he's defending from mid, basically just trying to cut off the flag carriers. And against some really aggressive runners, like your fail sauces, like your Corky, or excuse me, like your cool spots. Not a bad move. Try to stay in front of them and just keep them moving backwards. Doesn't work out this time though. Kresge able to get that pickup. Cool Spot should get this pickup himself. Actually gets knocked off of it. So Staz got the flag. Blue defender in mid with 3 bread on him. This is not looking good for Blue.
And then another capture comes in.
Yeah, they were completely in position. They were completely overcommitted to guarding their flag carrier. Nobody was on the enemy flag carrier, and they still couldn't hold it. So that was basically a free cap for Red coming in there. Kresge with this flag again. Kind of surprised to see him having the flag in his hand so much. He's definitely being positioned as more of a cover and mid player to control the mid power-ups and of course get kills behind his flag carrier, seal his base in. Down to 25 health. He's going to go down. A quick return there. So nothing his cover could do about that.
So you're alone for a second. I'm going to check on this draft.
Sure. See 100 armor coming in. Didn't see who grabbed it. Let's try to catch up with him. Looks like they may have gone down or it may have been negated because nobody's got 100 armor, so we'll go ahead and catch up with the flag carriers. Fail Sauce goes down again. Blue, however, able to take over red base. They've been clearing red base a lot between Cool Spot and Kresge. Kind of surprised that they haven't been able to get their flag carrier out very often. Usually you would see Fail Sauce pulling up that shield and diving in front of them. And if they can occupy the red defense, he would get out. But I think what's happening is Red's doing a good job of choosing when they want to fall back. We've seen both Corky and Zax at various times just fall back real quick to help cut off flag carriers and then keep going back on offense. And those timely switches have been very important for keeping their team ahead here. Not sure what the timing on the 100 armor is. Looks like it just got taken. Zax has 100 and amp, so let's go watch him come in and see what kind of damage he does on offense here. He's going to have plenty of time to just get a bunch of damage output on this defense. Well, he doesn't seem to know where his flag runner is, so he's going to cherry pick this one. Doesn't have any armor left, though, so he's going to get out to mid, but he doesn't have anyone on him. He's going to hope for someone to come get a pickup or maybe get a cherry pick of their own. Marcos not able to get there in time. See, Failsauce moving this flag again, only 10 health, though. Try to see if we can catch a little bit of defenders active here. We'll watch Da for a bit, but these flags have been moving so much that these defenders have just been constantly under siege. See, Sta now trying to catch up. Flag carrier gets in front of him. Able to catch up with a nice little cutoff there. And that hesitation by the flag carrier is all he needed to be able to get that return. Otherwise, could have been home free. Blue amp gets taken. We'll follow, let's see, who grabbed that one? There we go. Josh grabbing that amp. They get some pot shots in mid. A nice shot coming in, but doesn't get the kill. Must have had armor, so now they're trying to scramble back to their base. Flag carrier's in position on the stand. Josh misses the clutch shot, trying to get just a last-second prayer to go in there. So a 3-minute game now with 5 minutes left. Not over by any means, but Blue's going to need to think about pushing one of their defenders all the way up to mid. They need to get this red flag moving. Actually, it is moving, and Failsauce has got it into mid. They've actually had it out to mid a lot. Red's just been doing a good job of controlling that mid section. You see Marcos and Zax falling back there. So if I were Blue, I'm pushing one of my defenders. I'm keeping one back on the flag. I'm pushing one all the way up to my front sort of 50 area. Not just to help out with 100, but to help secure that area, because they really have had trouble getting back through the halfway point of that map. So Corky getting all the way back to base. Goes down, though. Blue's going to get that return. However, they're not able to convert that flag, or the flag run, into anything sustained. We're going to keep an eye on this red flag, because this is the one that's going to be the operative objective here.
Looks like we're just waiting on the draft because Marcus isn't here, so it'll be draft will be right after this map, I believe.
Okay. There you see Failsauce running that flag again. He's got it in his hands. Going out flat, going to try to get to a shock. He might be able to outrun the defenders here. Yeah, the only thing in between him and the cap right now is the red offense. There you see HV sneaking in. Red's all over the blue base now, though. They've got him triple teamed. However, blue was able to overcome that earlier in the game. Not this time, as red just completely wipes them. And we're down to 3 and just a little over 3.5 minutes left.
We're going to see an amp here in just a second. Marcus is going to have amp on offense here.
And up by 3 with 3.5 minutes left. It wouldn't surprise me if he decides to hang around in mid a little bit and just do a little bit of death matching and just trying to keep this map under control. Right. You see him turning around, taking some shots, taking out Failsauce, who had some armor. He's going to stay aggressive with this to try to keep the Blues' defense honest and not allow them to push up. However, I don't think capping is really what's on his mind right now. I think it's more just keeping the blue team moving the other direction instead of moving forward to be aggressive.
Definitely just trying to stall to keep that hefty lead going.
Yeah, I can't criticize that. I played in a PUG last night where I spent the last 45 seconds hiding in the enemy base just to run out the clock with a 1-cap lead. So it does happen.
Yeah, it's definitely smart.
It's a ball control offense, if you will. See Marcos here getting some frags in. We're going to go ahead and switch to the actual flag carriers here as we see Blue Amp comes up. Nobody sees it, though. I haven't heard it taken. There it goes. Not sure who grabbed it, but it doesn't really matter at this point because nobody's on the flag carrier. And it looks like
Marcus is going to have an amp here.
Looks like we see Failsauce leaving the game. Not sure if we're trying to get geared up in these last couple of minutes for this draft. Blues pretty much got this one in hand, though. Oh, I see. Failsauce lagged out. Well, it happens. We do have lots of spectators who could jump in. Don't look at me. I'm in my Windows 720p mode, so if I hopped in, it would just be awkward. Kind of like Thanksgiving dinner with your family. Cafe's going to jump in there. It just says Zax goes spectator. Looks like we're going to go ahead and call this one instead of hopping people back and forth to try to get subs in. Minute and a half left. 4-point game. It was pretty much over anyway. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of these stats as we pour through real quick. Well, maybe not. We do have 5 people left in the game. They may play a minute and a half of a little bit of pub-style CTF. We don't have adrenaline combos on, so you won't see any ridiculous berserk runs across the map or anything, but maybe you'll see a couple multi-kills come in. Blue does get a cap in there just to sort of raise their own morale for it. As Kuski gets 3 rockets for his trouble. Marco's going to run out. See what he can do. So maybe going on a killing spree with these rockets here. Playing some old school prediction rocket flag running. Yeah, Josh says, I'm not playing old school style. I'm playing 2k4 style. Here's an LG to the face. 48 seconds left. You know what? Cafe jumped in. We'll watch him. Maybe he'll steal enemy amp here. Oh, a nice little flak primary. He's going to run this flag all the way back to his own flag, but he's going to have red all over him. Going to need to get a double kill here with the flag. Almost got it, but they're able to get both kills. He's going to get down into his own base. May be able to pull this one across. He gets a shot in on PB. They can get this return. Everybody's all over Quirky. If they can get this return now, it would be a cap. But he gets taken out onto stand, and Marcos with the clutch return. His team just taking half a second too long to get that return there.
Saw some typical 8-ping Cafe there, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Cafe, fairly well known for his flag primaries, and he saw some good running there. That's one thing that some flag runners will do, is try to basically Rambo their way across the map, as we see the teams posing on their own flag there as Red takes a 7-4 win there in this little exhibition game. And I think we're just about ready to get going with this draft. So I'm going to switch this back over to our regularly scheduled backgrounds.